Yes, good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I welcome you back to the Tsunami YouTube Sports TV. Ladies and gentlemen, this time I will be talking about that is Team Manchester United that will be playing in the FA Cup final that will be played that is on the 25th of this month when they will be taking on that is fellow city members that is Manchester City in the FA Cup final. Remember these two teams met last season are still at the same venue, and Manchester City managed to win that is their 8th trophy when they beat Manchester United. That was 2-1 when we saw some extraordinary performances from the likes of Ike Gundogan. But the reason why I'm here, it is to tell you that for the first time ever, that is in FA Cup history since 1984 to 1985 season, this is the first time for teams that is from the same city to make back-to-back that is finals since 1984-1985 in the FA Cup final. But some of the talking points I will be saying that what are some of uh, the talking points, or what are some of the factors that Manchester United has to do to make sure that at least it wins their 13th trophy. I remember in the trophy category, Arsenal at the top of the FA Cup ties. They have won that is 14 trophies. Manchester United do follow up with 12 trophies. So if Manchester United win this one, they will be closing up the gap after overcoming that is the stubborn Coventry City when they led that was 3-0. Later on they were leveled up, and in the penalties they managed to win that is 4-2. But the talking points are Manchester United come into this final when they are the underdogs compared to Manchester City. Reason being, their defense is very leaking. It allows in goals. You cannot have a 3-goal lead over that is Coventry City, and then you are leveled up that is 3-3. I remember even Coventry City had scored another goal that would take Manchester United out of the competition, but because of VAR, they were saved, which helped them, and that is to progress that is the final. Okay, good of it, they made it to the final, but the way they made it to the final wasn't all that convincing. So anything can happen in this game when they play against that is the stubborn Manchester City that are ready to rumble or to chase out and now for the domestic double. Earlier on last season, they were for the treble, which they managed to win. But this season, they were ejected out of the Champions League, that is by Spanish giants Real Madrid, who luckily enough that is knocked out Manchester City. On the game that they played with Chelsea, that is in the semi-final, they were also lucky. Again, God was back on their side when they managed to win. That is the resilient Chelsea that had most of the opportunities to win this game, but because of their wasteful striker, that is the Senegalese international, that is Nicolas Jackson, the man who I think is not fit to play in Chelsea Football Club, they managed to be ejected out. But the boys played very good football, even better than Manchester City. But sometimes there are some games where you need a moment when a striker has to do something. But if you have stewardship in people like Nicolas Jackson, your hopes of taking a further trophy or progressing against big opponents could be slim. In this game of Manchester United up against Manchester City, Manchester United have to dig out all their depth to make sure that they go ahead and win this game. In the previous two fixtures up against Manchester City this season, they have lost miserably, almost 80 goals. That is in contention for the first leg and even the second leg, that is in the Barclays Premier League. However, Manchester City has also failed to beat that is the top 6 teams, that is the traditional 6 teams in the Barclays Premier League, earning draws against them, but it's only Manchester United that have looked up to be light against them. So this time, Manchester United, if they are to win this trophy, they have to make sure that their defense is very well organized, their striking is very sharp. That is last month's Ojland should bounce back to the striking line, or should bounce back to the score sheet to make sure that he can help the team, as well as Marcus Rashford, and even the legs of Garnacho up front there, the legs of Anthony, as well as in form midfielder that is Bruno Fernandes, to make sure that they have a stop that is from the evergreen superstar like Phil Foden and the likes of that is Kevin De Bruyne. If they stop this Manchester City, they will have to go ahead and win their first trophy. For almost, they will have to go ahead and win their FA Cup trophy for almost like 7 years without appearing or without winning this competition. So those are some of the talking points. I'm Isaacson.